Alrighty, y'all. Hello, and welcome back to what seems to be an interesting topic that I've never heard of in my life. I got an email for a video suggestion from Zeb. Thank you for that. Telling me to look at something called Rollläden. Something I guess they do quite different throughout Europe, especially in Germany, I'm told, than what's common here in the US. So I'm really looking forward to it. There was a couple videos linked, so we're going to take a look at those together and learn about this. These have been linked down below, so you can check these out, browse their channels. We're going to dive straight into it. All I know is it has something to do with houses, and I've looked at some basic housing differences between like Germany and the US, and I think various other places in Europe as well. I know before I've seen that windows stand out big time, right? The difference in functionality is quite impressive on a lot of European versions. And of course, European doors as well are just next level and heavy duty compared to our flimsy American doors. Let's take a look at this.
So I want to show you what a Rollläden is.
Okay.
So as you can see right now, it's a beautiful day outside, nice and sunny. Maybe it's about 2 o'clock.
Looks beautiful.
At nighttime we do this.
So this is in Germany, according to this video.
We push this down button.
Also, may I mention, this video is from 15 years ago. This is not even new. 15 years ago is quite a while. We're talking like 2009-ish.
There we go. And
what?
Metal barrier drops down over the windows and the doors of the house. This happens upstairs and in every room simultaneously. So
they're all going at once?
So
wait a second. So these are like blinds in English? But they're metal? And they're automated, and they all go down at the same time, and they go down upstairs.
This pretty much helps to barricade the house from, bad people and stuff.
What the hell was that? A secondary cover?
Let's put this back up. So all German houses have this. It can be made out of metal like this, or it can be made out
Jeez, that's insane.
of wood, depending on how old the house is. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like something out of a freaking movie. What is this, the freaking Bat Cave? Dude, that is literally like I feel like I've seen something like that only in, like it's got to be like movies or TV shows or something. If this exists in the US, it very well might. I've never seen it. I've been in, every house from little cheap houses to big expensive houses, going to other people's houses and seeing homes on the market and blah, 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 right? I've seen quite a few houses here in the U.S. in various different states and cities and everything. I've seen some really fancy homes here that are pretty impressive. I can safely say I've never seen this. If this exists here, it's ultra rare. I've never heard of it. I've never heard the term. I've never heard of these other than in some fantasy like movie. This is next level.
Fortress, really. But
yeah, it is like a fortress.
I don't know, pretty awesome. So there you have it.
I mean, it is a beautiful day, like midday, very sunny. Now, if you wanted to shut this down for some reason, right? Maybe you wanted to take a nap. Maybe you just wanted some privacy, especially at night. Well, even during the day, I mean, this made it totally dark in the house, which is very fascinating, right? Then, of course, at night, I mean, you get ultra security. Some people, including myself, at night, there's just like a thing, right? Like, I don't like having my windows open. I've lived in some neighborhoods that were very nice and safe and all that, but still, like, some people had their windows just wide open at night, when we'd be driving out, if it was nighttime or coming home. And I'm like, dude, that's not me. Like, some people have their windows just no curtains, no blinds, like just you can see their whole world in there. And I think it's so bizarre, right? I want a little more privacy, right? Especially at night. This is next level. This is next freaking level. It does create like a fortress. And this is not even from like this year. This is 15 years ago. And they got some
fortress, really, but
Batman tech in the houses in Germany.
So
what is happening?
The Rollläden.
Germany never fails to impress me with the Engineering and tech gone like wild, right? Holy smokes. Now here's another example.
The shutters here are called a Rollläden. And what you do is you pull this strap way out from the wall like that.
Whoa, that's weird. I've never seen that either.
And then you just kind of let it up and check out the shutters that come down.
Wow.
And it makes the whole room really dark.
That's really cool. Damn.
Pretty cool.
Pitch dark. You know, like I said, we have blinds here. You can get various types of blinds. You can get shutters.
Cool, huh? So
It's not what I think of when I think of window shutters, right? So obviously ours are different.
It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it looks like it's totally dark in here.
That's amazing.
So now you just raise them back up, pull the same strap again.
I imagine these are so effective even just with light, because light seems to peer through anything, right? So the fact that it can make it pure darkness in the house when it's midday and sunny shows that these are really impressive and they're really sealed, right? So I imagine this also has a like a efficiency effect, right? Like this can keep your home either cooler or warmer depending on what situation you're in, right? I'm just, wow, I'm amazed. Even the manual ones, this one's manual, right? It didn't have the fancy, totally out of a movie, like you hit a button and the whole house just transforms. Like that last one, that last house was freaking badass, dude. But yeah, this one is honestly still impressive. It's manual, but big deal. You pull that strap out and you pull down and it just works so seamless. That is so crazy. Yeah, and they can be separate from the window as we see here. And this is another manual version, kind of with the same strap.
And there you have it, a little bit about the Rollläden roller shutters here in Germany. Hopefully you got some value out of it and you learned a little bit something today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Look at that. Dude, that is insane. Look at them close. Why is that so satisfying to watch? Dude, there is some stuff that I see coming out of Europe, man, especially out of Germany. But I'm gonna assume that they have these in other places, right? It can't be just Germany, right? I'm sure other European countries have these in some homes. You know, it's funny because there's these everyday things that shouldn't be very, interesting, that most people don't even give a second thought to, that I found over the, videos on his channel and the topics we discuss. Like, there are some everyday things that become so freaking fascinating because they're done so differently in different places. It's crazy. And I always hate to go back to this, but I feel like with some practical things, not everything, but with some practical things, it almost feels like we're decades behind here in the US. Either that or it's not like me. Like, a lot of people want stuff like this, but it's just like our country's culture and the way we build things and yada yada. Just, it's almost like it's purposely different, but unfortunately it's like different in a bad way usually. I don't know, that's just my take on it. This is so fascinating. I wouldn't have guessed, that this was that fascinating, but it is. It really is. Same with the windows, same with the doors. I mean, dude, I'm loving this type of stuff. This is freaking cool. I want these. Now I feel like my normal blinds are just so boring, right? This is awesome. It's a great security feature as well. I mean, like I said, not only the privacy at night, but people can't even see in your windows. It's a whole nother barrier, especially if you have like thick wood ones or, metal ones. Dude, to me, it looks like it's a lot harder to break in your window now, right? And here's a final look at like what it looks like from the outside on like a building or a house. I'm not exactly sure. These are aluminum. Look at that.
Ob das für Wärme auch so funktioniert, das schauen wir uns nachher an. Da gibt es nämlich einige Unterschiede.
Yeah, I was imagining these would work good for climate controls.
Sicherheit genutzt, weil man
Look at that. It's so clean looking too.
wenn man ein Einbrecher
Oh, there's 3 different types.
ein Fenster
Well, this is an interesting building.
brechen möchte, dann muss er natürlich erst den Rollladen beseitigen, was zum einen mit etwas Kraftaufwand verbunden ist und zum anderen auch auf jeden Fall sehr viel Lärm macht.
The ones that are automated are so next level. They're so freaking cool.
Spalten und kleine Lücken zwischen den einzelnen Lamellen, so dass etwas Licht und etwas Helligkeit in den Raum dahinter
You know, it also just gives a premium look.
hereinkommen kann. Trotzdem bleibt aber ein
Like, these
Großteil
don't
der
look
Sonnenenergie
cheap.
draußen.
You can get some cheap
Wenn man allerdings die
blinds,
komplette
and they look
Sonnenenergie
it.
ausschließen
These are
möchte,
not cheap.
dann sollte der Rollladen eben komplett unten sein. Und dann ist es natürlich...
Look at that. It's the 2-stage thing for me. I was already impressed when they were coming down like that, and then that final stage where it's like, whoosh, and it's just dark. Dude, that's insane. Well, that is a quick look, but a mind-blowing look at Rollläden. I hope I'm saying that decently right. Rollläden in Germany, and I imagine they probably have that elsewhere. I mean, please educate me any facts about this down below. Does your place of residence have this? And, you know, which country are you in? Maybe, you know, like I said, I assume they have this in different countries as well. I just imagine it's very common from what I was told and from what it sounds like I'm hearing in Germany. Very impressive. I think that's quite obvious. I think it's so cool. Maybe it's normal to some people watching this. If that's the case, damn, you're lucky. And that's the fun part about this kind of culture clash between audiences and myself sometimes is because, you know, this might be normal to you. And you might not think about it, but to me, I would be so mind-blown seeing that in person. I'm mind-blown seeing it on the screen. It's just so cool. I can safely say that window over here behind that blanket, that's obviously for decoration for my studio here. I can safely say that I don't have Rollläden there. I just have cheap blinds. You know, I have nice premium blinds on our like main windows. This window's not really like seen, you know, because it's way high up. But yeah, I could promise I don't have that in my house. But I wish I did. It's really freaking cool. And on that note, I guess we're going to leave it there. Wow, just another thing I am super envious of about European homes and you know, living spaces. So freaking cool, man. Thanks for the great suggestion. And keep them coming. I appreciate you watching. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.